Namaskar, welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, prevention, detection and treatment of COVID. Rourkela Steel Plant is making efforts to provide every possible facility to employees and their family members at every stage, says CEO Rourkela Steel Plant. And winners of COVID-19 based poster competitions for contract labor of sale, Rourkela Steel Plant awarded. Now the news in detail. From prevention to detection and treatment, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant is making all-out efforts to provide every possible facility and support to the employees and their family members, said Mr. Deepak Chatraj, CEO RSP, while addressing an online meeting with senior officers on 28 July 2020. Elaborating on the various facilities put in place by RSP, right from setting up of the COVID sample testing center, COVID care centers, quarantine facilities and isolation facilities, the CEO said that in these times of crisis, RSP is standing firmly with all the employees and their family members. I am personally taking stock of medicines and ventilators in IGH so as to meet any eventuality, he added. Of late, some employees of RSP have been detected as corona positive. I am extremely happy that all of them are recovering, said the CEO. The CEO also thanked the district administration for extending support in all the endeavors of RSP in containing the disease. Citing the examples of two countries, namely New Zealand and Vietnam, that have effectively controlled the infection, Mr. Chatraj said it is sheer discipline and strict adherence to the COVID guidelines that made them achieve a feat that the richest or the most powerful nations could not accomplish. Exhorting every employee to keep himself or herself safe so as to keep the family members and colleagues safe, he said, you yourself decide whether you want to be a barrier or a carrier. The CEO advised the chief general managers and HODs to take responsibility for the well-being of their teams that include both employees, their family members, as well as the contract workers. He also urged them to keep backup plans ready so as to face any exigency. Believe me, if each one of us is alert, aware and careful, we can make our city and our steel plant corona-free, just like Vietnam or New Zealand could, he emphasized. While discussing the production trend in RSP, the CEO praised Steel Melting Shop 2 and associated departments for registering a national record by registering 48 blows in a single day from a single converter and also maintaining the tempo. The CEO also praised the blast furnace department for making 11,000 tons of hot metal from two furnaces consistently. Mr. Rajveer Singh, ED&A, Mr. D.K. Mahapatra, EDMM, Mr. Pankaj Kumar, ED Projects, Mr. Ram Narayan Nayak, in charge ED Works, CGMs and HODs discussed about the measures being taken in their respective areas to prevent COVID-19 and taking care of the safety of the people. Dr. B.K. Hota, Director, Medical and Health Services, spoke about the various measures to be taken for improving immunity. Winners of various competitions organized by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant to create awareness with regard to COVID-19 among the contract workers for the month of June 2020 were awarded in a function held at Finance Department Conference Hall on 28 July. Mr. Praveen Nigam, CGM F&A, was the chief guest on the occasion and presented the awards to the first, second and third prize winners of poster competition. Mr. T.G. Kanekar, GM Personal Projects, was the guest of honor and handed over the consolation prizes. The function was conducted with due adherence to the guidelines on preventive measures to contain the spread of COVID-19. The dignitaries congratulated the award winners and encouraged them to participate in similar other events. The competition was conducted among the contract labor and the supervisors engaged in RSP. The objective was to create awareness among them and involve them in RSP's efforts for overcoming challenges posed due to COVID-19. The theme for the poster competition was Precautions for COVID-19. The jury which evaluated the posters comprised Mr. Deepak Garg, Deputy Manager, WMD, Mr. Surhit Sarode, Deputy Manager Personnel, and Mrs. S.M. Sindoor, Manager Personnel. Mr. T.G. Kanekar, GM Personnel, welcomed the gathering and coordinated the event. He also briefed about the scheme launched for conducting essay writing, slogan writing, and poster making competitions for contract labor and supervisors. During the function, a presentation was made by Ms. S.M. Sindoor, Manager Personnel Projects, on the scheme and the details of the winners along with the award-winning entries and proposed vote of thanks. With this, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. Namaskar.